Welcome to NW Recommendations. Today, we are diving into the latest movies available for you to enjoy from the comfort of your home. Although I'm a bit late to the party, let's take this as a recap of last week's exciting releases. Netflix and Prime Video went head-to-head, delivering an array of new films that are sure to keep you entertained. Let's explore what the world of streaming brought us last week. On the 1st of August, Prime Video will add the Hobbit Trilogy. This movies follow Bilbo Baggins, who leads a quiet life among his fellow hobbits in the Shire until Gandalf, the wizard, arrives. Gandalf persuades Bilbo to join a band of dwarves on a daring quest to reclaim Erebor. This journey thrusts Bilbo into perilous lands filled with orcs, goblins, and other threats. Along the way, he encounters Gollum and a seemingly simple gold ring with an unimaginable connection to the fate of Middle-earth. As a fan of Middle-earth, I find these films captivating, particularly with Martin Freeman's excellent portrayal of Bilbo. Watching this prequel trilogy enhances the experience of The Lord of the Rings by revealing the events that set the stage. The world building remains inspired and immersive, offering a refreshing change from the more solemn tone of the original trilogy. The evolving camaraderie between Bilbo and the dwarves adds a heartfelt element to the story. On the 1st of August, Prime Video also added The Whale, which stars Brendan Fraser as Charlie, an online writing instructor scarred by profound grief and guilt, struggles with chronic obesity, and finds himself confined to his claustrophobic apartment. This self-destructive recluse spends his days reflecting on his past mistakes, fatherhood, and the possibility of reconciliation. Despite his flaws, Charlie deeply yearns for communication and connection, especially with his estranged teenage daughter. The film portrays his desperate attempt to reconnect with her for one last shot at redemption. Overall, this movie is a powerful and unflinching look at the consequences of self-destruction. Though I found his daughter's character annoying, it seems intentional. The ability to captivate the audience within a single location showcases incredible acting, storytelling, and cinematography, especially with Brendan Fraser's outstanding performance. This film is truly a standout and the best I've seen in a while. On the 2nd, Netflix added Rebel Moon, the director's cut. Snyder's cut follows a peaceful colony on the galaxy's edge, threatened by the armies of a tyrannical ruling force. Cora, Sophia Baudella, a mysterious stranger among the villagers, emerges as their best hope for survival. She embarks on a mission to find skilled fighters to unite for an impossible stand against the Mother World. Cora gathers a diverse band of warriors, outsiders, insurgents, peasants, and war orphans from various worlds, all seeking redemption and revenge. As the shadow of an entire realm looms over their moon, an epic battle for the galaxy's fate begins, forging a new army of heroes. Zack Snyder's vision promises intense violence, love, and galactic warfare. The trailer suggests substantial new content, making these films feel like fresh experiences compared to the earlier releases. After watching both versions of the two-parter, I believe that aside from a few graphic scenes, the R rating mainly stems from overextended love scenes that add little to the movie. Prime Video will also add War of Worlds on the 2nd of August. War of Worlds follow dockworker Ray Ferrier, Tom Cruise, who struggles to bond with his children, Rachel and Robbie, when his ex-wife, Mary Ann, drops them off for what seems like another tense weekend. An unexpected event changes everything. Electromagnetic pulses of lightning strike the area, signaling the start of an alien invasion. Ferrier must now protect his children as they flee for safety. This movie is fantastic, featuring stunning special effects and visuals. Tom Cruise delivers his best performance, portraying a father trying to connect with his kids while facing unimaginable challenges. Despite a few minor logical flaws, it stands as one of the best sci-fi horror films ever made. If you enjoy disaster movies and alien invasions, this film is a must-see. Another movie that will be added on Netflix this week is Star Trek Beyond, which takes place after a surprise attack in outer space forces the Enterprise to crash land on a mysterious planet. The assault, led by Krall, Idris Elba, a lizard-like dictator who drains energy from his victims, leaves the starship badly damaged. Krall seeks an ancient and valuable artifact aboard the Enterprise. Stranded in a rugged wilderness, Kirk, Spock, and the crew must battle a deadly alien race while seeking a way off the hostile planet. Though the movie has some funny moments and decent action, the plot and villain feel somewhat weak. Chris Pine and Simon Pegg deliver strong performances, while the rest of the cast is solid. It's a good film, but feels like something is missing, suggesting that the revival of classic franchises might need to slow down. The third film in the Star Trek reboot series barely meets the criteria for a good film. If you find this video helpful in any way, make sure to drop us a like so that the video can reach more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when we post more videos about weekly releases. Another banger that was added by Netflix on the 1st of August was Godzilla -1 - Color. This is a black and white version of Godzilla -1, which follows Shikishima, a surviving kamikaze pilot, feels he has unfairly cheated death too many times. While on Odo Island with several warplane engineers, they are attacked by a colossal monster. Shikishima's failure to distract the creature leads to the engineers' deaths, leaving him overwhelmed with guilt. Upon returning home, he takes in a homeless woman and a baby, further deepening his remorse. Determined to make amends, Shikishima joins a large group of veterans on a mission to defeat the monster known as Godzilla. The acting, directing, and music are typical of a standard film, but the visuals, which won an Academy Award, are truly exceptional. The plot surpasses that of the American Godzilla movies, where human characters often feel like mere placeholders. This film suggests that the franchise is best left to its original creators to craft a true masterpiece. With a mild cliffhanger, a sequel is almost guaranteed due to the film's success. Red 1 and Red 2 will gracing Netflix on 1st of August. After surviving an assault by a squad of hitmen, retired CIA agent Frank Moses, Bruce Willis, reassembles his old team for an all-out war. Frank brings back Old Joe, Crazy Marvin, and Wily Victoria, Helen Mirren, to uncover a massive conspiracy that threatens their lives. Their expert training is the only thing that can help them survive a near-impossible mission, breaking into CIA headquarters. This Black Ops action comedy masterpiece is an absolute blast to watch. It brings back memories of watching fun action movies like True Lies with my dad on weekends. He loved the shooting and explosions without the extreme violence, and the goofy romance between characters during the action sequences. The Red movies are true classics, filled with humor and excitement, making them enjoyable to watch repeatedly and still have fun every time. Prime Video is adding Atomic Bomb on the 2nd of August, sensual and savage. Lorraine Broughton is MI6's most elite spy, utilizing all her lethal skills to survive an impossible mission. With the Berlin Wall about to fall, she ventures into the city's heart to retrieve a priceless dossier and dismantle a ruthless espionage ring. There, she teams up with an embedded station chief to navigate the deadliest game of spies. I absolutely loved this movie. The choreography and camera work in the fight scenes were executed to perfection. The two leads are fascinating characters with superb acting. The only downside is the characters enduring unrealistic amounts of beatings yet continuing to fight. While a proper story might not be essential, there's enough plot to justify spies plotting and battling in an unspent location during an exciting and tumultuous time, with John Wick-style visuals and shootouts. Maxine will be released on Prime Video and iTunes on the 2nd of August. The movie takes place in 1980s Hollywood. Adult film star and aspiring actress Maxine Minks finally gets her big break. However, as a mysterious killer stalks the starlets, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. As a huge fan of the first two films, I had high expectations for this one. Unfortunately, it didn't live up to them. While it's a good film, it pales compared to its predecessors. The story starts off well, but falls apart at the climax, with things becoming nonsensical, a surprising misstep for a T-West film. It's more of a crime thriller with gore than a horror movie. Despite good acting and my hope for a surprise, it ultimately disappointed me. Another movie coming on iTunes and Prime Video this week is A Quiet Place, Day 1. After the events of A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2, it's time to revisit Day 1. Following Sam on a group trip in New York City, everything seems fine until the invasion begins, plunging the world into silence. Can the city stay quiet, and can Sam and her new friend Eric find safety? While lacking the action and terror of the first two films, A Quiet Place, Day One maintains the same quality filmmaking. Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn deliver praiseworthy performances, though the prequel feels unnecessary and doesn't add much to the franchise. Instead of exploring the first days of the apocalypse, the film follows two New Yorkers and a cat on a ludicrous journey. Despite its limited scope, the sincere character portrayals and fantastic visuals make it an entertaining movie.